And all 10 of these players are visibly exhausted on stage. You can see it. It's been a long series.
And the AoE, long-range stun possibilities, as displayed correctly on your screen.
Oh, the attack on Turtle.
That was sick, but Turtle gonna get stunned up there. Stixxay back in for a few autos here. Turtle has to kite it out. That's not good news. Stixxay gonna move back in with the heals being popped. Adrian still fighting it out. He will get stunned in the front lines as Boomerang Blade gets a bit of extra damage down. And these two just going crazy. But Reignover's gonna be a little late.
They've got it on Adrian already, gets done!
Adrian stunned, CLG can look to start the series up well.
Stixxay.
Turtle back in, trying to take it out! WildTurtle! Oh my God! Blood! Outplays CLG, will go down, but Huni joins his way in.
WildTurtle on home turf gets first blood in game 5!
Xmithie's dead as well, so many people have fallen down here. Hui's managed to join his way in, the Foilings are doing work, and this game starts off crazy.
Everybody in the bottom lane, time to party. Darshan didn't channel the teleport though, so he's up top on Shen, all by himself.
Rek'Sai, they have tabs on him in the jungle because he's fighting Reignover right now.
Whoa! Out onto Reignover, Xmithie gonna bump him up as well. Doesn't get the unburrow. Damage out there follows through, but Pobelter able to defend his jungler. Reignover somehow lived through all that. Not too miffed about it, it seems like. Another stun again. Great spell shield from Stixxay. Gonna keep that aggression, at least for now, but Turtle again's been riding high on that advantage. Well, he's gonna get stunned up, maybe. Adrian there to protect him, burns the heals, Thor's committed as well.
Free summoner out there for CLG. Can they re-engage off that next stun? There's a lot of movement in the river. They have to watch that Vladimir.
Yeah, Adrian a little low, but he gets himself out of the way. Turtle actually misses that first ultimate. Reignover's here, but it's a little late. Can't quite convert for this bottom lane gank.
Barreling straight through, but still wards in that bush.
Being at it again though.
Or this again.
Oh, he got the flash.
He's gonna go back in for a Huni. He wants it all. Needs another tag.
Damn it.
Range.
The slimmest of margins. Here comes Rek'Sai. He's got to teleport out because he sees Rek'Sai
he got taunted up, and Xmithie's here. There's the kill onto Huni.
Saw it coming, but knowing is only half the battle, and Xmithie finishes the other half of the battle. Kills Huni there. Now maybe we see a stand united. This is the perfect time. They know that he can't answer. Teleport was also used there. So many big wins for CLG right in that play.
Huni would love the bonus gold. He's actually going to try and commit for a dive here. Darshan forced to get out of the way. And that turret is going to go down here, I think. Needs a little bit more. Darshan overstaying his welcome, I think. Huni going to follow in. Doesn't want the tower, but Xmithie's here to try and save it around. Huni, though, takes out Darshan. CLG trying to add to aphromoos here as well, of course.
Yeah, a little bit greedy there from Darshan, but his team doesn't want to let him die in vain.
Here comes Stixxay.
Stixxay needs something here, but Huni just going to try and fight his way out of it. Probably not going to be able to do it as Stixxay does claim a life, but Pobelter gets exhausted. Aphromoo puts on a door and says to turn around. Ulti! Adrian can't do it there. Does make Pobelter unmodel for long enough. And there's a flash forward. Another kill for Pobelter as Immortals playing straight up in CLG's face. And they're not done. Pobelter is now going to get turned back on as a stun from Adrian. Fights through. Emote Blade going to turn around. Pobelter goes off as there's the stage started on Huhi. He will fall, so Darshan does not join. And Xmithie now going to get forced to Immortals dive. They do not dare.
The Taric pick coming up huge as Adrian is able to turn that fight around. And Immortals come at very ahead. They haven't even taken the turret as well. It's still standing very low. They need to get the first turret cash in.
Hard work for it, doesn't even get it either.
Are they even gonna, is the team even gonna get it? That might even still stand another day. Look at how low.
You go get that.
Darshan actually gonna get stunned up here. Immortals might get another little prize after the turret. Stixxay is here to try and defend, but Darshan dies to Reignover. Here comes Xmithie. Great hold there from the Gragas, and now the knock-up on the turtle. Xmithie needs it, but Adrian again! Comes up huge, and Huni's diving back on a Stixxay. Stixxay's gonna go down as aphromoo cannot save him.
Adrian is playing like a monster today.
Game 5 is running off the rails here. CLG getting pretty desperate, trying to clean up this small tempo lead, and Immortals are running away with this lead. Few mistakes here and there.
And like, just to give more context on how good Adrian has been, he's only missed out on 1 kill, highest KP.
Aphro win again. Pobelter actually taking too much here. Dot maybe going to take him out as Adrian's actually here to save him once again. In for the defense.
This Taric is actually such a brilliant pick for Immortals because of the fact that that dazzle, that linear stun, people chase down Immortals and try to get them afterwards, and the ultimate allows Vladimir to have time to get HP back, like the way that they like to play. Win that early game from having skirmishes and outplaying your opponents, and CLG have fallen into that trap more than once this game alone.
All right, they converge once again, this time on mid lane turret. Vladimir does not have teleport, so you would have to walk down
Stixxay's
if they go for it. Oh!
Yeah, a little too chunked there.
Huni's looking for him.
Oh, Huni wants to dive in for it. The heal gets used. The ulti's out. Gets up from under aphromoo Glacial Fissure. And they have the Taric hold as well. This is dangerous. Huhi goes in. There's the ult out from Adrian, though. Huni gonna get protected. Still in front of him. WildTurtle going crazy. Gets a kill. As the Mother, he's gonna go down now. Aphromoo getting chased into the Immortals. Dive straight under the turret. Stand United protects Stixxay, but not for too much longer.
Turtle's gonna go for it.
Wants it again. He's gone wild as Immortals dive under the turret. Take out Darshan.
Dive after dive with Ekko and Vladimir, each taking turns, trading off this tower aggro. Immortals find success over and over. 2 men down for CLG, and Immortals, 23 minutes in, already knocking on the inhibitor turret.
They found the dagger. It is in there, trying to twist it now and put those finishing touches on the game to start locking it up here, because Immortals gonna get an inhibitor so early on off of skirmishes, fighting, playing their style.
And CLG, we saw they could match Immortals' style in a lot of the series, but Immortals have taken it to the next level.
Meanwhile, Immortals on the other side of the map, taking down Baron.
Yeah, it's a 2-man plus Adrian now, so 3. So Xmithie, you're gonna check it. Hey, Reignover's there, doesn't know the HP, throws down the ward. They clear out the ward, it's at 2K. Can Xmithie save the game for CLG?
50-50, they're actually the same level. Don't me for Immortals show some discipline.
They don't need to go for a 50-50 at this. They are so far ahead of the game.
Pobelter instead just goes straight in for it. That Q just demolished someone's poor health bar.
Well, they found the tunnel, cleared that one out. Now they're doing their work in the red quadrant, trying to get all the vision as well. They're trying to cross every T and dot every I to make sure that they don't mess it up. Oh, Turtle goes
Gets it! Weaves in perfectly. And poor Stixxay just had nothing to do there.
Turtle has crossed that T, and they put it over Stixxay's head as he goes back to the fountain.
And that might be Baron now for Immortals. They've put themselves in a position to do it. Pobelter just zoning right now, has the Rylai's Crystal Scepter.
Found Xmithie. Xmithie's kind of tanky. The CLG are going to commit everything to try and stop this. They have to go. With the Baron so low and Pobelter still zoning him out of the way. Pobelter actually 1v2 right now versus Darshan and Xmithie. They're stopping the Baron pressure as Turtle comes back around.
Huni's flanking. He teleported in around behind.
Oh, Huhi's going to get popped. Turtle gets himself another kill. IMT going to try and turn it on as aphromoo. Now the next one to be caught. Darshan stunned up as well by the Ekko W, and he might fall. Pobelter going to chase it down as Turtle gets a double kill. Pobelter with a third, and Immortals, they're getting awfully close.
Oh man, it is very close. They can almost touch it. And Xmithie
found again. Pobelter just doing so much damage. He needs to get into the pit, but he's not going to make it in time. Pobelter forces him away, and Immortals will claim the Baron.
And that's his tunnel as well. There's no way he gets back in that pit with the zoning there from Pobelter. They faltered again.
I had a Ghost Blade. Yeah, he's in. Turtle wants it again. Look at the Stixxay. Almost gets him in one fell swoop. And Immortals going in again. The ulti's not going to hit for Ezreal, but that inhibitor will be retaken. Immortals using that Baron pressure, going to try and knock down a few more buildings.
This bottom lane, completely turning it around with those changes that you were talking about, Kobe, in the champions, like the adjustments and the counter, and they're going for a dive.
Immortals going, Adrian leads the charge, pops down the ulti. Immortals looking to try and surge down and take down CLG. They'll take this top tower instead, as CLG bleeding too many buildings. That inhib's going to force CLG. You have one left to defend. Your Nexus is getting dangerously close.
They have put up such a strong showing in this series versus Immortals, who everyone had over them as either 3-0 or 3-1. But CLG have improved over this season, and their fighting's here.
Yeah, Xmithie gonna get knocked back by Reignover. He's dead in an instant as well. Turtle now godlike, they diving in. Huni, once it goes into the backline, parallel conversion, starts up everyone. Immortals, they are doing it. Aphromoo goes down as Turtle gets himself a double, looking for another. That's the triple. He can only grab the quadra, but Darshan's the only one left alive.
And Immortals are looking to punch their ticket to the North American regional qualifiers. They are one best of 5 away from Worlds.
This game is over. They bruise, they bleed, but they never, ever die. Immortals conquer the North versus Counter Logic Gaming.
And the crowd on their feet. a spectacular display of League of Legends today.
Salute the hero, WildTurtle. Played an incredible series.
Got to show off in the last game there on the Ezreal. 10-1-5, the final score for him. Adrian supporting him on that Taric. Huge pick to come out for the squad. Completely changing the face of their team fights. Completely turning it around.
And only missed out on 1 kill in the entire game. 1-1-18. Adrian, this entire series, went a little bit overlooked, but he was very key in all of these fights, and especially in this game. The Dazzles were on point.
Kobe said already, full credit still to CLG. This is the sort of match where you do want to show how strong you are, moving into the gauntlet, moving into Worlds potentially. CLG showed up despite the heartbreak.
If GSM don't win and they don't take CLG automatically with them to Worlds, then they will have a rematch, maybe. versus Immortals, if they can also beat the rest of the gauntlet.